As the days heat up, you might be looking for some cool, refreshing side dishes, especially if you're having a Memorial Day picnic. We are cooking up a storm with meteorologist Jacob Dickey once again, and we have some, what do you know, cool, refreshing side dishes.
Yeah, these are going to be a unique twist on some classic side dishes. You know, you've got broccoli salad, you've got some fruit, you've got different things like that. These will very much be a unique twist on those that really bring a pop of flavor. You'll be the standout of the Memorial Day barbecue. Which
I need all the help I can get, so I'm going to pay close attention to what you're doing here. I love broccoli salad. Are you going to tell us the twist right away?
Yeah, we're going to talk off the bat here. This broccoli salad actually has a peanut dressing in it. It's got peanut butter in it, and that flavor really complements really well with what we're going to put on it here.
Interesting.
And I've already made the dressing.
Okay.
Lo and behold,
it looks very
another
peanut buttery.
mason jar.
What do you know?
Another dressing. And this dressing here is easy to make. I put some peanut butter in there. We had some rice vinegar, some soy sauce, a little sugar, just a dash of that, a dash of sesame seed oil, and then a little bit of ginger. Now, a quick tip of the ginger here. This is actually really easy to get. Sometimes ginger's hard to work with because it's like a root. You know, it's a very, very tough thing. The ginger paste works just good here. I just put a little of that in there. And what we get is we get a creamy-looking dressing in there. You can kind of see it in the light how it looks here. And this is going to be the start of our dressing, actually. So what we're going to do is on our plate that I have here, we're going to show you and just spread some of this peanut butter dressing out onto it. And it's really easy. You can be pretty liberal with it. You just smooth it out and give it a nice paste base there. And it looks kind of messy, but this is going to serve under the broccoli, more like a dip. And if you've got a big platter tray, I should say, and that's going to be perfect for you. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to do right here for Tim so he can try it.
Thank you.
In a little bit. So that's it. It looks kind of like a muddy mess there, doesn't it?
A little bit.
But it's the nice base that's going to really hold everything together and bring us some nice flavor with what we do. So what I've got now is we're going to take a bowl, and we're going to take some of our veggies here. I've done broccoli. We're going to put a nice big couple of handfuls of broccoli in the bowl before we toss it. Then I've also sliced some cucumbers really thin. And so here you can see, I'll just toss a handful of those in there.
Cucumbers are my favorite. Load that up.
Say it again?
Cucumbers are my favorite. So
are they really? Okay, well, we'll just add some more in there.
Perfect.
I've also used a radish. Now, there's a certain type that it's some sort of Asian veggie. I can't find it. You can mimic the flavor with some radishes. Slice them real thin, toss them in there as well. And then we're going to use a little bit of cilantro to help add some flavor to it. So I'm going to put a little bit in while I toss it here. And we'll just kind of drop some in, shred it up. You can leave it whole, shred it, leave the stems on there. Don't worry about that. It's going to add some nice flavor and texture.
While you're working, I can definitely already smell the dressing. The peanut butters and all the other things are wafting their way over here, so I'm hungry already.
You're right about that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to toss this with a little bit of olive oil on there, and then we're going to do just a little bit more of our rice vinegar. This kind of has an Asian twist to it, if you think about it.
Yeah, the peanut butter sort of gave that away, too.
You're right about that. You're right about that. So we're going to toss it here, put that on, and I'll put a little salt in, too, and just toss it in the bowl here. And it's really going to get coated well. Put a little splash of seasoning on there, a little splash of salt, I should say. Okay. And then we're going to do the addition. Watch this here. The great part about this is we're just going to let this fall into the plate, and it'll stick well and look really tasty and delicious here. We'll get some of those extra cucumbers on it and spread them out to cover. It's got some nice color to it. It looks really good and very delicious.
And then is that how it's served? Just on a plate like that?
Served on a plate like that, yeah. Now, we don't even worry about mixing it up or tossing it. And I'll get a few of those cucumbers on your plate.
Thank you.
So that is it. That is the first dish. Takes a little effort there, but really looks good and is ready to go. So we'll just sprinkle a little cilantro.
Let's also, you have a second one, and I don't want to completely run out of time for that one. So why don't you start on that, and then we'll finish it in our second segment.
Sure. This one looks a little easier to do. What I've got is some watermelon. I cut it up, and you might have a big tub of this.
A lot of watermelon.
You got a lot of watermelon, yeah. So what are you going to do with it? We're just going to take a couple handfuls of this and throw it in. Cut it in different angles. It doesn't have to be perfect squares. You know, I've got some triangles. I've got some odd pieces in there. And that's going to start as the base of it here.
And now you said there's a secret to both of these, or a little twist. Let's save the twist for our second segment. This
sounds good.
It's called a tease, which you obviously know.
And guess what? There's your tease.
All right.
Mason jar.
All right. We'll find out what's in the mason jar and figure out how the rest of that watermelon salad goes together. If you want these recipes, you can kind of cheat and go early if you want. Check out everything online. We encourage you to just watch us and then do that later. CILiving.tv is the website.